Hi everyone, we're back for another episode of Doll of the Week. Thanks for joining me. We're going to start with another 1982 doll. 1982 was a very good year for Barbie, and there were a lot of great dolls. So I have a few, and we're also going to talk about other dolls eventually. But for right now, let's stick with 1982 and start with Angel Face Barbie. Now, we mentioned her last week, if you remember, when we were talking about one of the other dolls, and it was Twirly Curls, and we had a doll that was in the Twirly Curls dress that was Angel Face. Now this is not the same doll. This is my actual Angel Face that I bought many years ago in the original outfit. Now her hair is styled differently than it normally would have been. It's just basically in a ponytail, but it was a little easier to do that at this point with the hair. So you can see that she has a rather proper looking outfit. This doll always reminded me of a school teacher for some reason, or maybe a school marm from the old days. Just looked quite motherly and like a teacher to me, at least at the time. She's got this cameo looking, looks like it's supposed to be a button or something, a pin, just at the top, and that added to that effect. So this is the Angel Face Barbie. Now she came with a makeup case. The only doll that I'm aware of, or at least that I have, that I know of, that came with an eyeshadows and stuff like that. Now here is a version of the same doll in a box. This is most certainly not a great box. It has some issues, and it's been opened by whoever had it previous to me. And so, but you can see what the doll looked like when it came new. And here's that little makeup case that has the eyeshadows and stuff in it. The doll's hair is more like it would have been. There's instructions, believe it or not. And it also came with this here, which is, I call it an accessory pack. I mean, it's got the brush, pretty nice size brush for those little hands. Big comb, and this Q-tip like thing in the middle is what you would use to apply the makeup with. So it's going to be kind of big on Barbie's face. On the back you've got combs and hair clips and all kinds of other things, all dealing with her hair. These combs and brushes, by the way, are for Barbie's hands. That's why they're so small. So that came in the box as well. This is a complete one. That's from this doll here. So overall, a very nice doll for 1982, and another one that I like a lot. Now moving on, we're going to talk about a 3-doll set. From, guess what year? 1982. It was that good. And this is called the Dream Date dolls. Dream Date set of dolls. So we'll start with Barbie. Here she is, Dream Date Barbie. And, I just thought still think the dolls were very pretty from that time period. And the clothes, obviously it looks a little dated now, but it's very spot on for 1982. This actually reminds me of a Dynasty type outfit. I mean, I could just see Nolan Miller having designed this for Crystal Carrington or someone like that. She's got some other pictures here I want to show you, because this dress, a piece of a dress, could be rearranged into different looks. This is this top piece here with the stripes on it. It came off. It actually came off the doll, and then you could put it however you want it. And you see again here what I'm talking about. You did have to be careful, because when that was loose, of course a little girl might lose it, but not a smart one. On the back you have Dream Date Ken. Whoops. Dream Date Ken and Dream Date PJ as well. So that's the other 2 dolls in the set. Now I have PJ right here. She has basically the identical dress, and that was common back then. Nowadays, if they make more than one, they make them different. But back then, they would just do a different color, and it was actually, I thought that was kind of neat. Same dress, different color. And you could alternate them if you had them out of the box. But she's got the same everything. Now, the difference, of course, is it's a different doll, different face, but I meant the same outfit, same clothes, shoes, all that. PJ was an interesting doll because she did have such a unique look. She was definitely not a smiley doll, more serious, and she had that sandy color hair, which I thought was pretty. Now here's one that somebody has styled the hair into a different look than what it comes with in the box. Now I have versions of this to show you out of the box, or a version. This is the PJ, and you might have noticed that she is in Barbie's dress, so at some point they switched outfits. She's got the other piece too, but it's not handy, so I'm not going to worry about that. But you can see what I meant about these things sometimes getting stretched. These tops are rather loose because of the way they're made, but she's trying to hold it up the best she can. So it's a really nice outfit. And the other thing I wanted to point out was they did a lot of slit skirts back then, and this is one of them, as you see. And the ruffle would be part of that as well if you wanted it to be. So that's PJ. Her hair didn't, of course, normally look like this, but it's been restyled and put into this little style that you see here, which I kind of like. The Barbie in the series is not present. I don't actually know what happened to the Barbie of this series that I had. She disappeared, ran off somewhere, I don't know, but I don't have her anymore. It's really kind of a mystery. So I put this used Magic Curl Barbie that we talked about a couple weeks ago, Magic Curl, into the Barbie, actually the PJ outfit, and that's what you see here. And this shows where the ruffle is around the waist. It can be moved to various places, as we said, but this is someone just to model it for us. So it's kind of very 80s, very early 80s, I think. Now the last member of that 3-doll set is the Ken doll, Dream Date Ken, and boy is he dreamy, as you can see here. I'm just kidding, but he's definitely dreamy to them. He's got his cummerbund and his boutonniere here. There's a cummerbund down here. He's also got the metal buttons. We talked about that, this metal snap type buttons. They don't do those anymore, of course. This is a black velvet-like jacket, very velvety. He's got a bow tie. It's a little crooked right now, but you see, overall, he's a good-looking doll. He's got kind of grayish silver pants. Those were kind of popular for the dressier dolls. But he also has the problem that we talked about last week with some of the Ken dolls of this time period, and that is the very loose waist. And you can see what I mean right there. Most Kens, if you held them like this, they will hold themselves up. But unfortunately, with this wobbly waist syndrome, he can't. And I don't know why they did that. I'm not sure what in certain dolls went wrong, but it was obviously a defect, because you could have a Ken doll for 40 years and it wouldn't do this if it didn't have that wobbly syndrome. But as you see, he's quite wobbly. So we'll just have to call him Wobbly Dream Date Ken. But he is a nice doll. He makes a great accessory, shall we say, to the other two. And so you've got Dream Date PJ, Dream Date Ken, and then we've got the substitute Dream Date Barbie that you see here. So Barbie, Ken, and PJ, a great set from 1982. And by the way, these dolls are very popular on eBay, especially the actual ones in the box. They go for a pretty penny. So I've gotten those two that are in the box that you just saw over the years, and I would always get the best deal I can, but you can do that too, by the way, if you want them. Just look for Dream Date Barbie, Ken, or PJ from 1982, our current year. So anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.